दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते पुरस्मिता वदामि राधाङ्क श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द हे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे
आप बड़ा ट्राई बड़ा वाला ट्राई
Connection is so bad. In Chaitanya Bhagavata, Vrindavan Das Thakur, he wrote, that in this Kali Yuga, all the kinds of sadhana. Sadhana means so everything we do, this is called sadhana. To attain something that we want to attain, this is sadhana. So in Kali Yuga, only Nama Sankirtan.
इसलिए कह रहे नहीं.
So we're saying not. So you see the Hindi connection is so bad, cannot even. Oh, there's another video there. I think there's another person live. You can see there's another mobile in front. Who is that? Somebody know? Does somebody know? No. Maybe. Ooh.
श्रीला नारायण कृष्ण महाराज जी का जिसमें स्वयं चैतन्य
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself.
जगन्नाथपुरी में सिद्ध बकुल पर.
So in Jagannath Puri, in Siddha Bakul, you know the Siddha Bakul? Who has gone to Jagannath Puri? Raise your hands. Who has gone to Puri? You didn't go to Puri. You haven't gone. So why didn't you raise your hands? Raise your hand at least. Raise your hand, okay? When I say. So in Jagannath Puri, there's a Siddha Bakul, one place there. And every day Mahaprabhu, he, after having darshan of Jagannath ji, he used to go, he used to come to give darshan to Haridas Thakur. Because Mahaprabhu knew that Haridas Thakur, with so much humility, Haridas Thakur wouldn't go inside the temple of Jagannath. And imagine Mahaprabhu gave him the title Nama Acharya. He was the Acharya of holy names. What have I said? What did I say? He was the Acharya of holy names. Namacharya Haridas Thakur. So every day, how many holy names he used to chant? 300,000 holy names. Listen carefully, because if you listen to the glories of the holy names, then you can have the nishtha in the holy names. Sometimes chanting these holy names, sometimes you don't want to chant holy names. Why? I'm chanting for so long already. Gurudeva, yes, before I used to chant more, but now I chant less. Why? This original Hindi video is in the profile of Bhakti Vedanta Shanta Maharaj. BV Shant Maharaj CASH. So if you listen about someone, then you should have more taste about that thing or that person. So that's why we should listen sometimes the glories of the holy names, That's why we must listen about the glories of holy names. Understand? For example, now in Mathura for some days, we were discussing the glories of Ras Leela. So we didn't speak about Ras Leela, we just heard about tell me, what? The glories of the Ras Leela. We are discussing about this. What is the glory of Ras Leela? So if we listen to Ras Leela, what benefit will we get? So everybody in this world, they want some results. So you plant the tree and you want the fruit. So why do you, for example, you have some cow and you take care of a cow because you want the fruit? Who, raise your hand, who does not want any result in this material world? Everybody wants fruit. So we hear the story about, You see, B.V. Shant Maharaj. It's in Maharaj. Okay. Okay, so the Falvikraini means that lady who was selling the fruits. She was screaming, oh, take fruit, take fruit. And Gopal in his mind, he was thinking, oh, only I give the fruits. Fal means fruit, only I give. And this woman, she wants to give fruit. Where this lady came from? Because I give the fruits, and she's saying she's giving fruits. You know, in the Bhagavad Gita is saying, so Krishna, what did he do? He came out of the house, you know, the patio, like the courtyard of Mother Jashoda. So Krishna came out of the courtyard of Mother Jashoda, and Krishna saw, the basket of this woman full of fruits. Which kind of fruits? Like guava, you know, banana, and you know, even like yellowish mango, so tasty and like so actually smelly, like fragrant, you know, so fragrant, and only feeling the smell of this fragrance of this mango, you feel like, you know, saliva in your mouth. So Krishna told what? Krishna told to the fruit seller, give me fruits also. You see, he is Swayam Bhagavan, and he's doing these pastimes. He wants the fruits. So even Krishna wants the fruits. So I just want to say that everybody wants the fruit. Everybody's interested in the fruits. Okay, what do I get by listening this katha? You know, I open my shop because at least 2 of our customers will come and buy something. Then I can get some money in my pocket, you know. But I come to the temple. What will I get here in the temple? Tell me. What will I get here? Get nothing in the temple. So everybody wants the fruit, the results. So maybe 3-4 days, those who are listening in my classes, for maybe 4 days, I was only speaking about one verse only. Which verse? So Shukadeva Goswami, he told this verse. This verse is the Falashruti, the fruits of hearing, Rasa Lila. Okay? So sometimes they explain the Falashruti, the fruits of hearing, some book in the beginning of the book, sometimes at the end. Okay, so what will I get listening to this katha? You know, everybody in this world, they want results. So what I was discussing about? So why our taste in chanting is decreasing? Should be increasing, but instead is decreasing. Some devotees tell me, Maharaj, Gurudev, before I used to chant 64 rounds. Do you chant 64? Or did you used to? If you chant 64 rounds, very nice. And then after some days, I see that Ganatarala, I'm starting to chant less. Sometimes increase, sometimes more, sometimes less. No, you should have nishta in holy names. You should increase your number of rounds. That's why I always say, first chant 2 rounds, then 4 rounds, then after 6, then 8, then from 8 rounds you go to 10, from 10, you know, then 12, 16, like this you increase your number of rounds. Slowly you increase. Yeah, chant holy names, okay. Chant 16 rounds, okay. But fixed, like fixed always. You know? But if you want to chant more, of course it's good, it's okay, but not less. Should not be less than 16. Okay, so we were discussing why we are chanting less and less, because we are not listening the glories of the holy names. That's why sometimes you should always do what? Anuradha. So your name is so beautiful. Anuradha is so beautiful name. Means that you're always going behind Srimati Radhika. Like behind Srimati Radhika. So why are we chanting less and less? Because we're not listening to the glories of holy names. That's why sometimes, like from time to time, we should always listen to the glory. Sorry. So continuing. So which book you can find the glories of the holy names? Hey. So in that book, Harinama Chintamani. So in that book, actually, Mahaprabhu himself, he is telling to Haridas Thakur. Actually, Mahaprabhu asked to Haridas Thakur. He did a question to him. So how should we chant holy names? Mahaprabhu asked. Just like Mahaprabhu, now Maharaj was speaking. That we should chant without... that all the kinds of sadhana, Maharaj said, the highest sadhana is Harinam. And Harinam is sadhana and also Saddha. So I was saying that in Kali Yuga there is no other sadhana and no other sadhya. Only one sadhana, Harinam.
Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Iva Kevalam, Kalu Nasteva Nasteva, Gatinannatha. देखो एक कथा सुनाता हूँ.
So I'll tell you one story.
श्रीवास ठाकुर के नाम सुना आपने?
Have you heard the name of Srivas Thakur?
जो कृष्ण लीला में नारद ऋषि.
So in Krishna Lila he is Narada Rishi.
महाप्रभु के लीला में
in the Lila of Mahaprabhu he is Srivas Pandit. So in his house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every day used to do Harinam Sankirtan in his house. One day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did one question to Haridas Thakur. To Srivas Thakur, sorry. Mahaprabhu asked to Srivas, how do you have so much taste in chanting holy names? Tell me. Tell me this, please. And how did you come to the path of bhakti? Mahaprabhu asked this to him. What did Mahaprabhu ask? Oi. But Srivasa said, you know everything, because Mahaprabhu is in everyone's heart, so he knows everything. So Anadi, how did you come to the path of bhakti? Anadi? Have like for example, Uma Didi used to tell about her life history. Uma Didi. Sometimes she used to see Param Guru Maharaj in Nabadwip. She had the darshan of Param Guru Maharaj, but she didn't have taken Naman Diksha from him. I think Param Guru Maharaj gave a Tulasi Mala to her. Jai Param Guru Maharaj ki jai. She was still studying. She was in the college at that time. So then she was also connected to Ramakrishna mission at that time. No, because the Ramakrishna mission, they like chicken.
Thakur naam, Krishna Jahar naam. यही विचार है. चलो हम जिस कथा किसने कह रहे थे?
So what I was talking about?
श्रीवास ठाकुर के प्रश्न पूछा, श्रीवास तुम बताओ तुम्हारे नाम में रुचि और दूसरी तुम भक्ति में कैसे आ गए?
How did you get the taste in chanting holy names and how did you come to the path of bhakti? Then Srivas Thakur took hold of the feet of Mahaprabhu and told, Prabhu, you know everything. Just by making pastimes like a Lokashiksha, means teaching the jivas of this world that you're asking me. Then Srivas told, Prabhu, actually, when I was in my house, I was completely Nastic. You know what is Nastic?
नहीं मानता।
I mean somebody who does not believe in God, atheist.
ऐसे कर्म नहीं मैं नहीं किया।
And
सब प्रकार
I did everything, all the bad things I did. All the bad things.
भगवान के भजन नहीं किया, कुछ नहीं।
So I never did the bhajan of Lord,
ऐसे
nothing.
करते-करते मेरा 16
So
साल
doing that, actually, I was 16 years old. I spent 16 years of my life only like this. Is there anyone here who is 16 years old? Sorry, no. Everybody here is 12 or 14 years old, not 16. Huh?
कितने साल बीत गया?
So how many years had passed in his life? 16 years had gone by in his life.
जब मैं 16 साल का हो गया, एक दिन रात्रि में
So one day, when I was 16, when I was sleeping at night time, I had a dream. You know, I had a dream.
कब आता है? दिन में और रात में?
Do you have dreams during the day or during the night?
दिन में भी आ जाना, दिन में।
Sometimes during the day also, if you sleep during the day.
ज़्यादातर सपना कब आता है?
Generally, the dream comes in the night. Okay.
एक सपने में देखा क्या?
So I saw in one dream, what?
एक ब्राह्मण हमारे पास आ गया।
One Brahmana came to me.
कौन आ गया?
Who came?
एक ब्राह्मण।
One
और
Brahman.
वो ब्राह्मण बहुत क्रोधित
And this Brahmana, he was so angry.
और उंगली उठा करके
And he was pointing his finger to
मुझे
me,
शासन करने लगे।
like chastising me.
श्रीवास,
Hey Srivas,
तू बहुत उद्दंड हो।
you are so,
ब्राह्मण कुल में जन्म लिया।
like, you know,
ब्राह्मण धर्म तुम पालन नहीं किया।
like you're doing, like, so you were born in a Brahmanic family, but you're not following the Brahman activities. Do you know what will happen to you after that? You did so many bad things.
बार उंगली
So,
उठा करके मुझे मेरे
like he was again and again pointing out his finger to me like this and chastising me, you know.
और अंत में ब्राह्मण कहने लगे,
And in the end, the Brahmana told,
तुम कब तक ये संसार में रहोगे?
do you know how much more time you have to stay in this world?
एक साल
Then the Brahmana told, for 1 year. Listen, Srivas.
कान खोल करके सुनो।
Listen, open up your ears, like open your ears and listen carefully. For 1 more year, you have 365 days. After 365 days, you're gonna die.
कहा करके वो ब्राह्मण
So saying this Brahmana,
अंतर्धान।
he disappeared. Disappeared.
किसी के ऐसे मृत्यु के
You know,
समाचार मिले।
if somebody gets the news or the person that he's gonna die, everybody becomes like nervous, anxious, isn't it? If somebody knows that their death is coming, everybody will be like anxious.
कहने लगे, प्रभु,
So Srivas Thakur said, Prabhu.
मेरा नींद टूटी।
So then I woke up,
टूटने के साथ
and then when I woke up,
पसीना निकाला।
I was sweating so much. And then this Brahmana again and again,
उंगली उठा करके
I was remembering again and again this Brahmana like pointing his finger and like pointing out his finger to me and chastising me and saying, Srivasa, you are foolish. You are not following the Brahmanical like activities of a Brahmana.
के बाद तुम्हारा
After 365 days, you're gonna die.
श्रीवास जी कहने लगे, प्रभु उस दिन से मेरा
So,
मन
so Srivas told Prabhu, since that day on, I became so upset. I didn't tell anyone about this,
मैं हर रोज
but every day I was seeing the calendar.
एक दिन चला गया,
So one day passed,
छोटे दिन रह गया,
then I had still 364 days, then 363 days. I was counting down, you know.
देखते जा रहे, मैं देखते जा रहे।
I was counting the days going by.
विचार की मुझे करना क्या है?
So one day I thought, what should I do?
उस दिन से मैं समस्त प्रकार
From
के
that day
अपराध
on,
छोड़ दिया।
I gave up all the bad things I was
केवल
doing.
मन, वही सपने में जो ब्राह्मण
So I was just thinking in my mind about that Brahmana.
जो है,
And I was only remembering his chastising words. You know, he was pointing his finger to me and he was saying, what was he saying?
वही मेरे कान में गूंजने लगे।
So that was echoing in my ears. His words are echoing again and again in my ears. I was thinking, what should I do? You know,
एक दिन मैंने
what have I done?
क्या देखा?
So one day, what did I see one day?
अकस्मात एक ग्रंथ के पन्ना को मैंने देखा, अकस्मात मुझे प्राप्ति हुई।
I got one book, a part of a book. I got in touch. I mean, it came by me. How do you say
क्या
this?
लिखा था?
I just found somehow a part of a book, and in this book it was saying,
हरे नाम ही व केवलम कलो नास्ति व गति रन्यथा। बृहत् नारदीय पुराण है कि एक पन्ना
so this, I didn't get the whole book or anything, I just got a part like a paper or something with this shloka of Brihadaranyaka Purana. Then I saw, oh, in this Kali Yuga, only Harinam. We should chant holy names in this Kali Yuga. So Srivas Thakura told, hey Prabhu, from that day on, I started chanting holy names. Because I used to chant sometimes. So I started chanting, but every day I was still counting down my days, at the calendar. I was looking at the calendars.
देखो एक दिन ही मैंने किया कि नवद्वीप में सबसे बड़े पंडित भागवत पाठक.
So there was the great speaker of the Bhagavatam in Nabadwip. His name was Devananda Pandit. So I sat down in his Bhagavad Katha.
और रह गया उस समय देवानंद पंडित भागवत पाठ कर रहे थे.
So Devananda Pandit, he was reading the Bhagavatam, and then I sat down there. But my mind was only thinking about that Brahmana. And I had only a few more days left. So I listened to the preaching of the Bhagavatam, to the class of the Bhagavatam. So already 360 days had passed. I only have 5 more days of my life. So in these 5 days, this Devananda Pandit, he was reading about the life of Prahlad Maharaj. 7th canto of Bhagavatam. He was reading about Prahlad Charitra. So we hear about how his father, Hiranyakashipu, he gave so much trouble to him. So we don't have this kind of tolerance as Prahlad, We cannot tolerate. Hiranyakashipu, he tried so much to kill Prahlad. In so many ways, like throwing him from the top of a mountain. Also arranged for him to be smashed by an elephant. Also tried to throw him with the poisonous snakes. Not only that, even I think Kayadu also had to give him poison because Hiranyakashipu told. And also Halika, she was like the auntie of Prahlad, And she had a blessing that if you should sit in the fire, she wouldn't die. And then she told Halika to sit in the middle of the fire with Prahlad. But what happened? Halika, she was burnt and Prahlad was saved. Okay? So Devananda Pandit started listening about, started speaking about the Prahlad Maharaj Katha. And what is the speciality? Prahlad Maharaj was always remembering Vishnu. So what is how to attain to Lord? So each devotee, they followed one limb of bhakti and they attained to Lord. So Prahlad Maharaj, he attained to Lord by remembering him. And then Lord protected him. So Srivas Thakur told in his mind, Prabhu, I was sitting in the Harikatha, but I was thinking, Prahlad is a devotee, And also he was taught by Narada Rishi. You know how actually Narada Rishi himself was the person who taught all the teachings taught everything, all the Shastra to Prahlad. So even Prahlad himself told, when his friends told him, Prahlad, you were born in the dynasty of demons. We were also born. So in demon dynasty, then Prahlad Maharaj told, when I was in the womb of my mother, So I was, when I was in the womb of my mother, Narada Rishi told Harikatha to my mother and I was listening.
श्रीवास ठाकुर कहने लगे प्रभु,
So Srivas Thakur told Prabhu,
महाप्रभु के कहने लगे प्रभु, ये मैं ये प्रहलाद महाराज की कथा सुनते, प्रहलाद को जो भगवान ने रक्षा की,
I heard how,
प्रहलाद भक्त थे,
so Srivas was saying, I was hearing how Prahlad was a
उनके गुरु
devotee,
भी नारद ऋषि जैसे,
you know, and his guru was also like Narada Rishi, you know.
सामान्य नहीं,
So he was not an ordinary person. Narada Rishi was his guru.
भगवान को रक्षा की।
So
मेरे नाम में गुरु है,
I didn't have any guru, and also I didn't have bhakti to Lord. So how would the Lord save me, you know, protect me?
नहीं किया,
Because if you didn't accept a guru,
थोड़ी आज गया।
do you think God will come for you if you haven't accepted any guru? So first you should accept a guru. That's why Shastra say, Adu Guru Padasrai means first you should take shelter of
माने पुरुष,
Guru. Adu means
शब्द के क्या
the day after tomorrow. Adu means,
ये बोले पुरुष,
what means Adu?
आदु माने प्रथम,
Adu means first, in the beginning.
आदु माने
Adu means
फर्स्ट,
first,
in the beginning,
in the beginning.
सर्वप्रथम, आदु माने पुरुष नहीं,
Adu doesn't mean the day after tomorrow.
सुनने के लिए बता देता हूँ, हैं? आदु क्या?
Adu means,
आदु माने
in the beginning.
सर्वप्रथम क्या करना चाहिए?
So what should they do?
गुरु पदाश्रय करना,
Guru Padasrai.
आदु गुरु,
Take shelter of the lotus feet of Guru.
इसके बाद क्या है?
And then after that,
दीक्षा,
oh sorry,
विश्रम भेद,
Diksha, Shiksha, Vishrambhena, Guru, Seva. So 64 limbs of bhakti.
पहली कथा है,
So the first of all is what?
गुरु पदाश्रय, taking shelter,
Guru Padasrai. Taking shelter of the lotus feet of bona fide genuine Guru.
जिसको कहा जाता है आदु गुरु पदाश्रय। इसके बाद क्या है?
And then after that,
दीक्षा, you have to receive,
Diksha. You have to receive Diksha mantra from Guru.
नाम दीक्षा, मंत्र दीक्षा,
Nama Diksha, Mantra Diksha.
पहले नाम दीक्षा दिया,
Sorry, first we are given Nama Diksha, means Harinam.
गायत्री मंत्र,
Then you get Harinam, Gopal Mantra. Sorry, then you get Gopal Mantra, Gayatri Mantra. Like, you know, then this is Mantra Diksha. Okay? So,
आइए कथा में,
let's come to the Katha.
श्रीवास ठाकुर कहने लगे
So,
प्रभु,
Srivas Thakur told, Hey Prabhu,
मन ही मन विचार करने
in
लगे,
my mind I was thinking,
प्रहलाद को किसने रक्षा की?
you know, who protected Prahlad? Swayam Bhagavan Vishnu. Why?
उन्होंने गुरु के चरणाश्रय की,
Because he had taken shelter of lotus feet of Guru. He had taken shelter of lotus feet of Lord. And he was also always remembering Lord.
भगवान उसको,
That's why Bhagavan protected Prahlad.
है कि नहीं?
Isn't it?
करता हूँ और ना मैं भगवान के
But I
स्मरण
don't
करता
chant any
हूँ,
names. I never remember to Lord.
कौन मुझे रक्षा?
So who will protect me?
मैं रो नहीं,
So I was just crying and crying.
ऐसे करते करते 364 दिन
So-
बीत गया, कितने दिन चला गया
So how many days passed?
और कितने दिन रेस्ट, एक दिन रह गया,
So 364 days passed and I had only one day left.
अच्छा,
Only one day more in my life I had.
आदू बोले परसों,
So that's why he's saying Adu. Adu Guru Padashraya means he's saying it's the day after tomorrow. Adu means in the beginning.
सब संस्कृत के पंडित,
All are very scholars in Sanskrit, no? They are saying the Adu means the day after tomorrow.
अंतिम दिन,
Okay, so now there was the last day.
मैं नहीं करूँगा, आप पढ़ो,
So you can read. Aye.
दिवस है सूर्यास्त, मैं तो सोचा आज मेरा अंतिम दिवस है, सूर्यास्त
So
हो जाए,
I was
और मेरा
thinking
प्राण,
today is my last day of life. When the sun goes down, I'll die.
मैं देवानंद
So-
पंडित की
That day I came in the assembly of
balcony में बैठा था,
Devananda Pandit.
और देवानंद पंडित वही लास्ट दिन प्रहलाद की वही कथा सुनाने लगे।
So Devananda Pandit
क्योंकि
started.
कथा सुनाई नहीं पड़ा, मैं तो देख रहा सूर्य की तरफ, लाल लाल हो गए सूर्य, पश्चिम दिशा,
So
दिन
the
ढलने लगे, हैं? कब सूर्यवास
so I was seeing the sun setting.
अंतर्मुख हो जाए
When the sun would set completely, all the sun rays disappear,
और मेरा जीवन,
then I would die.
मैं
So
सच्चा देख रहा, मैं केवल देवास
So
इतना ही
I was
मेरा,
just waiting for this time. And I was
मैं तो
thinking,
प्रहलाद नहीं हूँ,
Prabhu, I'm not Prahlad.
हैं? आप मुझे क्यों रक्षा करोगे? बस
Why would you protect me?
ऐसे करते करते सूर्य की
So,
रश्मि विलीन हो गया।
so then the sun rays, like they disappeared, means the sun set
दिगंत
completely.
रेखा में सूर्य के रश्मि क्या हो गया?
So the sun set.
दिगंत रेखा समझ में आती कि नहीं? सूर्य जब सन सेट्स होता है, सूर्य जब
So when the sun
छिप
sets,
जाते हैं,
when the
धीरे-धीरे
sun
आप
hides,
देखोगे, कभी सूर्य रश्मि देखा इसे?
have you seen the sun rays at this moment? You can go to the roof and you see that when the sun is like setting at that moment, especially in the summer weather, you can see,
थोड़ा सा रोशनी तो आगे
like in the
दिखाई
summertime,
फिर 2-4-5 सेकंड के बाद वो भी
you can see,
दिखाई नहीं पड़ता।
like you can see the sun completely setting, you know, all the sun rays disappearing. And there's a line called Dirgantareka. I think maybe horizon is the name, maybe in English, or one kind of line that comes in this moment that the sun rays are just setting, coming, disappearing from the horizon. So this kind of moment. So I think the sun disappears from the horizon. So I remember that, and then I became so dizzy, and I became dizzy, and at this moment I became dizzy. I was sitting in the balcony, so I fell down. I just remember this. Then after that, I don't remember anything else. But later I got to know that people from my house came, and they took my body to away. Mahaprabhu told Srivas, tell me more about what happened later. Then I told Prabhu, I don't remember. Then Mahaprabhu said, try to remember, Srivas, try to remember a bit. Then Srivas Thakur told, hey Prabhu, when I started to become dizzy, so dizzy, when I fell down, that same Brahmana who had come in my dream 1 year ago, 1 year before, that Brahmana who had come and he was chastising me, you know. Remember? He had told me, hey Srivas, you were foolish, remember? You were born in the Brahmana family and you didn't follow, you didn't do bhajan, didn't do anything. Eating anda and sanda. Did you understand? I couldn't understand exactly. But like, for example, murgi is chicken, anda is egg, sanda means like ox. But I think Gurudev is saying, like the Brahmana who was chastising that, you know, like Srivas was not following the rules of proper, you know, eating, you know. So Mahaprabhu told, Srivas, who was that Brahmana? Then Srivas told, Prabhu, was you. Mahaprabhu told himself told to Srivas, Srivas, this is true. I came in your dream actually in the form of that Brahmana. And when you fell down in the time of your death, I took you in my lap. But people thought you had died, but actually no. There was still. So Mahaprabhu told, then your family took you. Then, with my transcendental vision, then your life air came back to your body. It came back to your body, then you came back again to life. Do you remember Srivas? Then Srivas told, hey Prabhu, it's true. Really. You have protected me. So from that day on, I became like indebted to you. Hey Prabhu, it's true. You have protected my life. You have given me life. So I remember that I heard this Harinama from your mouth.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
So from that day on, I started chanting holy names. Hey Prabhu, these holy names you have given me. You are the Nami himself, means you are Nam personified. So there's no difference between Nama and Nami.
ये तो महाप्रभु दयनगर के कार्य
So Mahaprabhu humbly, he's saying,
है। नाम और नामी में कोई भेद नहीं है।
there's no difference between Nama and Nami.
हमारे शरीर के एक नाम है और आत्मा के एक नाम है।
So the name of our the name of our body and the name of our soul, there's a difference.
किंतु भगवान के क्या है?
But Bhagavan,
भगवान के नाम और
there's no difference between Lord and His holy names.
इसको अनुभव करना है।
So you have to have realization of that. Chanting holy names slowly, slowly, you'll be able to get this realization.
आज समझ में नहीं? ये
Understand?
नाम स्वयं भगवत स्वरूप ही है।
Holy names is directly the form of Lord. And especially in Kali Yuga, Swayam Bhagavan,
तीन रूप में
He
विराजमान
is always manifested in 3 forms. How many forms? 4 forms? 3.
क्या क्या?
What are those? Tell me.
नाम विग्रह स्वरूप।
Nama, Vigraha and Swarup.
क्या
There are no
बताया?
difference between them.
नाम
So Nam,
स्वरूप और
Swarupa and Vigraha.
दर्शन कर रहे हैं।
So this Vigraha that we see, this Vigraha is
साक्षात
directly
चिन्ह सच्चिदानंद विग्रह।
is Satchidananda Vigraha, transcendental.
फिर कहाँ प्रमाण है?
So what is the evidence for that?
विग्रह जो सच्चिदानंदमय।
That the deity is
ये कहाँ
Satchidananda,
प्रमाण है? ईश्वर
complete transcendental.
कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह। अनादिर आदि गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण। ये विग्रह ही जो है साक्षात भगवत स्वरूप है।
So the deity is directly the form of Lord.
प्राथमिक रूप में in the beginning हो सकता
So
है
in the
आपको
beginning,
अनुभव नहीं हो रहा है।
maybe you don't have realization
साक्षात भगवान है।
that the deity is directly Lord.
है? किंतु
Understand?
देखो नाम करते
But
करते
later, chanting holy names slowly, slowly, you'll be able to have the realization. How? How the deity is directly the form of Lord.
सच्चिदानंद विग्रह और अनादिर आदि गोविंद और सर्व कारण कारण। यही नाम करते करते आपको
So chanting holy names slowly, slowly, you'll be able to get realization of that.
ये विशेष नहीं होगा। ये नाम ऐसे सुंदर मधुर जाए।
So holy name is so sweet.
मधुरम एतद मंगल मंगलानम सकल अनिकबल्य सत्फलम चित स्वरूपम गुरुवर नरमात्र तार एत कृष्ण नाम।
Nam.
है? जितने भी मिठास वस्तु है
So all the sweet things,
ये नाम से
from everything which is sweet, there's nothing sweeter than holy names.
ये नाम करते करते आपके हृदय में
So chanting holy names slowly, slowly, you'll be able to get realization in your heart.
विद्या बुद्धि पंडित श्लोक पढ़ने से अनुभव थोड़ी हो जाएगा।
So you think you'll get realization by speaking shlokas or studying shlokas? No.
क्या कैसे अनुभव होगा?
How will you be able to get, realization by holy names, chanting holy names?
नाम चिंतामणि कृष्ण चैतन्य रस विग्रह पूर्ण शुद्ध नित्य मुक्त अभिन्नत्वात् नाम 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 चिंतामणि स्वरूप है।
So Nama is Chintamani. What is Chintamani?
जो चिंता करोगे
Means whatever you think, you'll get the fruits. She'll give to you. So what do you want? Tell me. What do you want?
वो फल प्रसाद कर देते हैं। क्या चाहिए बताओ?
So what do you want?
भक्त लोग कहते हैं महाराज गुरुदेव मैं पहले गुरुदेव ले लिया है, दाढ़ी भी ऐसे बना लिया, बना ली और जटाजूट रख दिया है, किसी को पता नहीं चला साधु यहाँ पर रहने लगी।
So
और देखो साधु के बात बताइए ना भाई, तुम कहाँ क्या किया
So if you
फिर
find
क्यों बता देंगे
something about himself also.
क्या कि
Okay, that story about the CID officer is like a detective who was searching for a sadhu. Gurudev used to tell this story. And then this detective, he had to catch some thief that was disguised of a sadhu. So this detective also had to be in disguise of a sadhu, you know. So there was, so he was in the disguise of a, like this sadhu with very like a big tulsi mala, kanti mala in his neck. So if you say sadhu like that, you'll think, oh, he's the best sadhu, he's the greatest sadhu of all, especially in the winter time. If you imagine a sadhu in the winter time, only with a loincloth, you know, just covering the parts, and also putting the like ashes, you know, the ashes in the body, and also doing bum bum bum. So people think, oh, he's the greatest sadhu. So the CID officer, so okay, so he was just like, because if you are a big sadhu, a great sadhu, everybody will touch your feet and give you money. You know? So what happened was that for 1 month, the detective, in disguise of a sadhu to catch the thief, who was also in disguise of a sadhu, he got so much money, the detective. So the sadhu thought, sorry, the detective thought, I'm not an original sadhu. I'm just pretending to be a sadhu just to catch the thief. And people are thinking I'm a sadhu, and people are doing pranam to me, and they are giving me food. You know, you want 5 liters milk, 5 kilos yogurt, 5 kilos wheat flour, so many things, and I'm getting so much money. I'm getting 10 times more than my previous salary. I mean, than my salary that I get in the you know, police department. I get much more money. So maybe I get 10,000 or 20,000 rupees in my job, and here as a sadhu I get maybe 100,000 rupees. So this man was thinking, this detective in disguise of sadhu, I only pretend to be a sadhu. I'm not even doing proper sadhana, I'm just pretending just to, and I got so much wealth and respect from everyone. Imagine if I would really become a sadhu, how much money I would get. So Gurudev said, listen, you can read the record of Gurudev, his class. So the sadhu thought, so better I become a sadhu, you know. So then he left his job and became a sadhu. He resigned his job. And he became a sadhu and started doing sadhana. So he thought, if I really chant holy names and become a sadhu, imagine which fruit I will get. Which fruit? I will get Krishna Prem. So this is the glory of holy names. So even if somebody just pretends to be a sadhu and does Bhagavad Bhajan, I'm not saying that. Because nowadays people, in the YouTube you can see this Tog Sadhu. Have you listened about this? Have you heard about Tog Sadhu? One sadhu went to the house doing the bum bum bum. Maybe I think it's smoking, I don't know, bum bum bum. And anyway, a woman came. I heard. Sadhu, yes. Then Sadhu told, oh, disciple, oh, my daughter, I can see everything in your forehead. Oh, please see my hand. No, I don't see anyone's hand. I'm a sadhu, that I know present, future, and present. I don't even need to see your hand. I know everything. Everything is coming to you. Everything is coming, will happen for you. Will happen. He told her. Then she told her how much money I have to give him. Oh, 100 rupees only. Okay. So she gave. Then Sadhu thought, oh,
चोट में 100 रुपए मिल गया.
I just easily just got 100 rupees. Okay.
बोले देख बेटी मनी मन साधु विचार करने लगे इससे तो और भी धोखाबाजी कर देता.
So the Sadhu thought, oh, maybe I should exploit her more and get more money from her because she's so naive. So he said, oh daughter, listen, I tell you some confidential thing. What?
देख किसी को बोलना मत.
But don't tell anyone.
तेरे घर का आंगन है ना जमीन.
You know, the courtyard of your house, you have like a garden or something. So under,
तेल का जो है
you know, in your courtyard, there's a oil mine. 100 meters. 100 meters
तुम्हारे
under the earth, you have oil mine. So you can just put a machine and extract the oil and you get so much money.
करोड़पति बन जाओ.
So in 1 month, you'll become billionaire. You'll become billionaire.
फेल कर दो. पेट में तेल मिलता है ना. बाबा अच्छा बात है.
Oh, Baba, this is so nice. Oh, daughter, listen. I'll tell you another thing. Okay. How much you want for that?
बाबा ठीक है.
Oh, give me 1,000 rupees. Baba said. Then lady said, okay, I'll give you 1,000 rupees.
विदुषी महिला.
But actually, this woman, she was so clever. She was thinking,
पहले तो एक झटके में 100 रुपया दे दिया.
okay, I gave him 100 rupees.
मुझे बोल देते.
First, he told that he could see my forehead and tell everything from my forehead. Now he's saying that under the earth of my courtyard, there's an oil mine.
अरे बाबा आप तो सिद्ध महात्मा हो.
Baba, you are a Siddha Mahatma, so please take prasad in my house. Yes, daughter, I'll take prasad. Already I haven't eaten anything in 3 days, so yes, I'll take prasad.
महिला मनी मन विचार.
So the woman was thinking,
साधु है कि
is he really a sadhu or not? You know.
भोजन बनाए. हैं बासमती राइस बना.
So she cooked for him. She cooked for him a basmati rice and under basmati rice she put some ghee and put the basmati rice on top.
और उनके थोड़ा सा सब्जी दे दिया आलू की सब्जी.
And he gave him also some aloo potato sabji.
आलू के भुजिया रख दिया.
Like Gurudev said, like I like this sabji. Like just speaking, I also like
जल्दी जल्दी आप आए ना घर.
this aloo potato sabji, like fried potato.
और कोई बाजार जाने की समय भी नहीं है. घर में आधा काट करके बना. अरे भाई बेटी क्या तेरे घर में घी नहीं है?
Then the sadhu told, oh daughter, you don't have any ghee in your house. Then she told, are you really you are a saint, huh?
100 फीट नीचे मेरे जमीन में
You said that under 100 meters under my courtyard there is an oil mine, and I just put half centimeter under your rice. I put the ghee, and you couldn't see that. So she like kicked out that saint from her house, and he ran away. Understand? So what I want to say is that nowadays there are so many people who they are sadhus, imposters actually, imposters, and so many people they become controlled by these imposter sadhus, you know. So many people they get under their control. So you have to find the sadhu who is nam bhajana sil. What is this meaning? A sadhu who really chants holy names, you know. So you have to take nama. You have to take a nama from this kind of sadhu, like a sadhu who really chants holy names. Okay, you get some fruit because somehow you are chanting holy names, but the main fruit, to get this fruit, you need to take holy names from what did I say? Nama Bhajana Sil. Remember this expression. You have to find a saint who is Nama Bhajana Sil, chanting holy names, and then you get the fruit from him if you take Harinam from him.
Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Avinnatvat Nam Nami koi bhed nahi.
So there's no difference in Nama and Nami. So chant holy names.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. इसी प्रकार
So like this,
गुरु के प्रति निष्ठा रखकर
you have to have nishta in this guru. who
नाम करे और नाम
who
महत्व
this kind of guru, and you have to everyday chant holy names and listen to the glories of holy names.
अपने जीवन इतिहास
So I told how Srivas told the life history, his life history.
तात्पर्य क्या महाप्रभु स्वयं कहने लगे
So Mahaprabhu himself told,
श्रीवास
hey Srivas,
मैं प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं
I'm making a vow
मैं ही सदा सर्वदा
that I will always stay in your house.
इसलिए कलियुग में चैतन्य
So in this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
सदा सर्वदा 3 रूप में
always
विराजमान
is in 3
क्या क्या बताया
forms. What did I say?
नाम के रूप में
In the form of holy names,
विग्रह के रूप में
in the form of the deity, and
अपने नित्य जो स्वरूप
in his own eternal form.
सततदीप धाम में
In Shetadvipa Dham.
हाथ उठा करके देखा पीछे
Raising his 2 arms, like you can see this picture behind me.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 नाम के विश्वास करके
So,
नाम करते हैं
chant holy names with faith
और गुरु के प्रति श्रद्धा वैष्णव के प्रति श्रद्धा है
and have so much faith in Guru and Vaishnavas
विग्रह के प्रति श्रद्धा
and in the deity. And continue chanting holy names and listen Hari Katha.
आज विशेष करके बीच बीच में क्या कथा
Especially
सुनना चाहिए
from time to time,
नाम
you should listen about the glories of holy names.
है नहीं तो नाम में रुचि क्यों नहीं हो रहा है
So otherwise, why you're not having the taste in chanting? Because you're not listening the glories of holy names. That's why.
भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर लिखते
So Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote in his book, he wrote
नाम की महात्मा श्रवण करो
that we should listen about the glories of holy names.
महात्मा श्रवण करने से
And if we do that,
के प्रति आदर और श्रद्धा जगेगा
you have so much shraddha and faith in holy names.
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अभी डेडलाइन आ गया 9 बज गया
So now it's already 9 p.m. Have to finish.
क्योंकि ठंडी के समय
Also, it's cold time, like it's not in winter.
काल महीने और
But tomorrow I will
इसलिए नाम काल
Speak
महीने
more.
और भी नाम के महत्व
tomorrow I will speak more about the glories of holy names. Okay?
इतने सुंदर नाम हरि नाम
Harinam is so beautiful.
ठाकुर कहते हैं
That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur says,
रुचि नहीं कहना तब
"Oh my mind, why don't you have taste for chanting holy names?"
रुचि नहीं कहना तब कृष्ण नाम इतने
No,
नाम
actually
क्यों
Premananda Thakur says.
है? तो नाम में रुचि क्यों नहीं है
So the holy names are so glorious. Why don't I have taste to chant?
अपराध
Because I have so many offenses from previous life. That's why.
है इतने नाम महत्व श्रवण करके
So I have-
नाम में रुचि नहीं हो रहा
So if you're hearing so much the glories of holy names, but you don't have taste to chant, you should think that
रुचि हुआ कैसे समझ में आएगा पहले
you have some offense.
रोचनात इति रुचि रुचि माने
So ruchi means
स्वादिष्ट जैसे
so tasteful.
भूख लगने पर
Just like when you're hungry,
भोजन में हमें क्या लगते हैं
so
अत्यंत रुचि लगती स्वादिष्ट
we eat with so
कुछ
much
भी बहुत
taste.
दे दे।
You know, anything they give you, you are given.
या तक भी सूखा रोटी दे दे
Even
और
if somebody gives you,
अचार दे दे,
you know, like
उससे संतुष्ट हो जाए
a dry chapati with, you know,
भूख यदि नहीं लगे
lemon pickle, you'll be happy. But if you're
अनेक
not
प्रकार
hungry,
सड़ प्रकार के भोजन
even if you have so much kinds of food in front of you,
चले जपे
you know, things that can be sucked, drank, or many kinds of things,
रुचि नहीं
do not have taste for that.
इसको समझिए अच्छी तरह
Try to understand this.
हैं? भूख लगने पर जैसे आंख बंद करके खा लेते हो
For example, when you're hungry, you just shut your eyes and you eat
भूख नहीं
everything.
लगने पर
But if you're not hungry,
दिखते हैं
then
कि
you'll
इधर
see
इधर करो।
you're looking up and down.
ठीक
Isn't
उसी
it?
प्रकार नाम भजन प्रणाली भक्ति
So in the same way, Bhajana Pranali of chanting holy names, Bhaktivinoda Thakur told
के साथ
that we must chant with so much ruchi, with so much taste, with so much eagerness. Chant.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नाम करते हैं इसलिए बीच बीच में
So from time to
सुनना
time,
चाहिए?
we should always listen about the
नाम
glories of the holy names.
है नवदीप धाम में सब लोग आए विशेष करके
Everybody please come to Nabadwip Dham. Especially in Nabadwip Dham,
सब नष्ट हो गए
everything, all your offenses will be destroyed. I'm not joking, this is true. If you don't have taste in chanting, what should you do? You should do Navadvip parikrama. Then you see, you feel so much bliss. So, these 5 days of parikrama will look like 5 seconds, you know. When we wake up so early and we go for doing parikrama, 1,000 people along with us, people in front, behind, thousands of people you don't even know. Whose feet is that you're stepping on or something, you don't know. So since beginning, before the parikrama, I don't like to, you know, because not possible to walk in the middle of the crowd. And if you stay a little bit behind, then finish, you go with the crowd, you know. So I always like to go to the road before everybody. So, you know, those who are like behind the... So what do? I tell you what I do in the parikrama. So I always walk with the palanquin of Mahaprabhu, always. Because if you stay a little bit behind, then so many people, then you are like lost in the crowd. And so much bliss you feel. So you have to take bath like 2 a.m. because there are so many people to take a bath, you know. So you have to wake up 3 a.m. or maybe 2 a.m. to take bath. Then you have to chant Gayatri mantra, then go to Arati. Then after 5 minutes after Arati, we start walking. So then until maybe like 2:30 p.m. Then we come back. Then we listen Hari Katha about the glories of the Dhamma, about the Dhamma of Mahaprabhu. So beautiful and sweet Dham. You may do the parikrama of Vrindavana or not, but you should do the parikrama of Nabadwip. Gurudev told. 3 things should never stop. Maharaj, come. But there's the corona. Actually, corona is everywhere. What to do? Corona is everywhere. Coronavirus is everywhere. We should go to parikrama still. Okay, you should be careful. Yes, I'm not saying that you should not break the rules of COVID-19. I'm not saying this. But I'm saying that you should come for Navadvip parikrama. Even though the corona is there. You see, our days the parikrama. Okay, look, we did parikrama and in Vrindavan, and not even one person was sick, you know. Okay, sorry. Gurudev is saying, Gurudev is saying that before the parikrama, you know, people are already speaking about coronavirus, but only after the Navadvip parikrama finished this year, March, then that the coronavirus spread. You see, so not touch the parikrama of Navadvip, nobody was sick. And some devotees had come. Some devotees, they wanted to come, but they couldn't enter India, and they had to go back. So you have to have faith in the Dhamma of Mahaprabhu. If you must die, then you'll die. You just will die. It's written when you're gonna die and where. I'm telling the truth. If you're gonna die in Delhi, if it's written for you in your faith, then you die in Delhi. If it's written, if you're gonna die in Navadvip, you know, only God will protect you. So that's why you must have so much faith for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And do the Navadvip parikrama. I told that Gurudev said that 3 things should never ever stop. Never ever. One is what? What have I told? Navadvip parikrama. Parikrama. Second? The preaching. Understand? Preaching holy names. And third? Manifesting books, like publishing books. So 3P. Prachar, preaching, publication, printing books, and parikrama. So 3 P's. So with so much faith, with so much steadiness, and you should come to Navadvip. Just like now, we did the Brajamandala parikrama or not? Many people didn't go. No problem. But we did everywhere. We went everywhere in parikrama in Brajamandala. All the places that Gurudev used to go, with all the places that were the footprints of Gurudev, there we went everywhere.
कम संख्या लोग होने पर क्या हुआ?
If there was less people, no problem, but still we must go
विश्वास के साथ
with faith,
महाप्रभु हमें
with faith that Mahaprabhu will protect us, will protect me. So that's why everybody come please to Navadvip Dham.
अपराध भंजन पीठस्थल.
So that place is Aparada Bhanjan Pitta Sthal. What did I say? That the place in Navadvip, Aparada Bhanjan Pitta Sthal, means all your aparadas that you have, if you go
आ जाएगा पहले. नहीं,
there,
सब क्या हो जाएगा?
if you go there, are destroyed all your offenses.
सभी पे रिकॉर्ड मेरा
So I pray to everyone that
नवद्वीप
you all please
परिक्रमा
come to Navadvip Parikrama, Navadvip Dham Parikrama.
जो अत्यंत उत्साह के साथ
I'm
और भी मनाएंगे.
so actually this year we will celebrate with more enthusiasm,
तीर्थ महाराज जी
just like Srila Pujapada Tirtha Maharaj. He used to in a beautiful way he used to arrange this parikrama. Srila Tirtha Maharaj.
सभी लोग आए.
Everybody
हम
come.
लोग सहयोगिता करें तब तो होगा ना. हैं? आज ना
Understand?
बात सही है कि नहीं?
This is true
एक लाठी
or not?
समझ में आता है कि नहीं? क्या बोला?
What have I said?
एक लाठी 10 इंच.
Sorry, I couldn't get. Stopped.
प्रभु है अद्वैत आचार्य श्रीवास गदा धाम परिक्रम है. देखो सब आपके क्या हुए? सब अपराध में.
So if you go there, all your offenses are destroyed.
नित्यानंद प्रभु है अद्वैत आचार्य श्रीवास गदा धाम परिक्रम है. देखो सब आपके क्या हुए? सब अपराध में.
I think maybe it's over Harikatha because already 9 p.m. there. Yes. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai.